Okay, so over the past 7 weeks, we've literally sifted through the sands of time, crossed oceans, and dug deep, deep into the earth. But today we're stepping back. This explainer is going to recap week 7 by reverse engineering a heist sequence to rank the ultimate lost treasures. And we're not ranking them by their monetary value, no. We are ranking them by the cold, hard probability of actually finding them. This week on Your Dose of Wowness, we cross the globe searching for 6 historical holy grails. So today, we rank them from least to most likely to be found. We're moving from the politically impossible all the way to the technologically inevitable. Zero filler here, just the evidence. Let's dive right in. Coming in dead last at number 6 is the Ark of the Covenant. If we run this through our CUTE framework, that's curiosity, urgency, tension, and emotion, the curiosity here actually sparks from a really sudden absence in ancient texts. I mean, Babylon's incredibly detailed plunder inventory completely omits it. But the agonizing tension? Well, that stems purely from modern politics. It supposedly sits squarely beneath the Dome of the Rock. Excavating the Temple Mount is, honestly, completely impossible without triggering a massive international conflict. The technology to find it absolutely exists, but you know what? The permit never will. And this introduces our first major thematic divide, which I find fascinating. On one side, you have an object protected by continuous religious reverence. On the other, treasures that were destroyed by violent human greed. The Ark is locked away by faith, whereas our next few targets, they were stolen by war.
Moving on to number 5, we have Ivan's Terrible Library.
It is words, and words in the right hands are worth more than any gold. We're talking about 800 classical texts from antiquity that supposedly lie right beneath Moscow. Manuscripts that were brought over via Constantinople, literally sealed away in a hidden medieval chamber. Now, the urgency here is massive. Modern ground-penetrating radar shows vast, unexplained voids directly beneath the Kremlin, so the physical chambers definitely exist. But without state access from the Russian government, this 500-year search remains agonizingly stalled. It's so close, yet so entirely out of reach. To find our next treasure, we're shifting from the politically impossible to the highly plausible. Coming in at number 4, Oak Island. 6 dead, 230 years, hundreds of millions of dollars spent, and you know what? They are still digging. To put that into perspective, this is the longest active treasure hunt in human history. They're pulling up 17th century coins at 98 feet, sure, but still no primary cash. The agonizing realization here is literally built right into the island's architecture. The site was engineered for permanent destruction. Every single time modern machines dig, seawater from Smith's Cove floods the shaft. Over 2 centuries later, the original builder is, quite frankly, still winning the game. So the tension on Oak Island rests on one massive unresolved debate. Is this a brilliant 18th century hydraulic engineering trap, or is it just a natural limestone sinkhole? If it's natural, well, we've spent centuries hunting a ghost. But if it's engineered, someone went to absolutely terrifying lengths to hide something down there. Breaking into our top 3 now. Number 3, the Amber Room. This is the $500 million 8th wonder of the world, stolen and honestly never seen intact again. The tension here totally splits into 2 warring theories. Historians generally argue it burned to ashes during the 1945 Soviet assault on Königsberg Castle. But treasure hunters, they insist it was secretly evacuated in crates right beforehand and is currently hidden away in some Baltic bunker. The urgency on this one is actually red hot today, all because of the 1991 Weimar fragment. A single Florentine mosaic panel from the room was discovered in a German estate. This is a real game changer because it proves that at least one piece survived and moved west. The room itself might not be fully intact, but parts of it are absolutely out there waiting. Number 2, the Copper Scroll. We're officially entering the realm of the inevitable, guys. Look, this isn't a myth. This is a physical ancient Mac to $2 billion. That's with a B, in silver and gold. It was literally hammered into pure copper just so it could survive for millennia. And it points to 139 tons of silver.
but we lack the key to read its unique dialect. It actively references a second, missing scroll that's needed for the exact landmarks. Imagine having the ultimate treasure map, but missing the legend. The urgency here is undeniably high. A 1992 oil jug discovery perfectly validated the scroll's landmarks. And right now, as we speak, modern ground-penetrating radar is actively scanning the Judean desert. Technology is finally closing the gap that language left behind. Notice the stark contrast here between these human obsessions. On one hand, you have searching the earth for the priceless, lost wisdom of antiquity in Ivan's library, versus digging for literal tons of hidden temple bullion with a copper scroll. Both are buried, both are heavily clued, completely different motives. Which finally brings us to number 1, the ultimate, and by far the most likely to be found, the lost city of Z. Percy Fawcett's fundamental premise has been fully 100% vindicated. The Amazon was not empty, it was filled with vast, highly complex civilizations. Back in 2017, LiDAR laser scanning revealed these massive pre-Columbian settlements all connected by geometric roads. Turns out, the guy wasn't crazy at all. He was just about 90 years too early. A perfect storm of curiosity and urgency is happening right now for Z. The technology exists, the funding is totally secured, and LiDAR is systematically stripping away the jungle canopy from the sky to reveal these massive geometric earthworks. The search tool works, and the target is definitively real. But here's the catch. A gripping tension still remains. Was Z a specific real site, or did Fawcett just map a brilliant intuition onto completely the wrong highland location? You see, he searched the Mato Grosso, but the major LiDAR finds are actually in the southern Amazon lowlands. Was he right about the civilization, but tragically wrong about his map? I really want to know where you stand on this. Drop your answer in the comments. Is the specific city of Z just waiting for the very next LiDAR sweep to cut through the trees? Or was Z always a projection? Basically, does Z exist as a single place, or was it always everywhere and nowhere? And wow, that wraps up day 49 of Your Dose of Wowness. 49 days of diving deeper than the headlines together, exploring these incredible mysteries. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I'll see you tomorrow as we launch week 8 with a $500 million Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum heist. It is literally the largest unsolved art theft in history, and you won't want to miss it. See you then.